Hi there. Today I'm going to talk to you about volunteering and why I think it's important for people to volunteer, and that it can be not only beneficial for the people who are being helped and the organizations that are being helped, but also can be greatly beneficial for the volunteers themselves. Now, it just so happens that April is National Volunteer Month, so this is the perfect time for us to talk about it. For me personally, volunteering has been a great experience. I volunteered all through high school and a little bit in college. When I was in high school, I volunteered at a hospital, and that helped me to decide and know that I wanted to go to nursing school and be a nurse. So it had a huge impact on me, volunteering. It really helped me figure out what I wanted to do and see how I needed to get there. So it's been great for me. The three main things that I want to talk to you about today with volunteering are, firstly, and I think mainly, what benefits it can have for you. You know that you're going to help other people in volunteering, right? That's the whole idea. But maybe you don't realize the numerous benefits and great experiences that you can gain from volunteering. Secondly, I want you to understand that it's easy to volunteer. It's not difficult. It's not some long process. You might be wondering, well, how do I get involved? How can I do it? But it's actually really simple. Volunteers are needed everywhere and anywhere, so it's not a difficult thing to get started with. And lastly, I just want you to understand that it does make a difference. It makes a big difference. You may think, oh, I just volunteer a Saturday a month or an hour here, an hour there every couple of weeks. But it adds up. Those hours add up and they make a big difference. So firstly, let's talk about what you can gain from volunteering, other than the satisfaction of helping other people, which we all know and love. But there are a lot of great things that volunteering can do for you. I think firstly is the experience. You might think you have an interest in something, and then you start volunteering, and you gain more experiences, and you find a great interest in it. Like, that's what happened for me in the hospital. I knew that I wanted to do something. I thought I had an interest in the healthcare profession, but it wasn't until I volunteered that really solidified that, and I knew, yes, this is what I want to do. It really guided me in that direction. And I think also something that goes along with that, and when we're talking about career choices, a big thing is reference. For me, it helped me get my first job. I had been volunteering. I hadn't had any kind of job, official job. So when I went to get my first job, I was able to put that I had volunteered and use that as a reference, and that got me that first job. And I think that's important, especially for teenagers in high school and even college. Maybe during college, you can volunteer. That will help you. When you graduate, it gives you a leg up to be able to say, hey, look, I spent all this time volunteering. And there's a reference, and employers really like to see that in people that they volunteered. So it can really help you to establish yourself and help you to get a job. I think that's one of the main things about volunteering I want to get across is it can help you to see what you might like to do and also help you in getting there. Secondly, how about let's talk about where can you volunteer? How do I figure that out? Do I call someone? Do I sign up? What do I do? It's not difficult. It's not a long process. It's really pretty simple because, let's face it, people need help, but a lot of people can't afford to get that help. So that's where volunteering comes in. It's really simple. You could join a big organization, something like the Red Cross, call them up. They'll put you wherever you're needed most. Also, though, you don't have to go with the biggest organizations. Call your local animal shelter. Call your hospital like I did. Maybe you like working with children. You could call daycares. Or if you're involved in your church, there's always volunteer opportunities there. So volunteering, it's not difficult to find somewhere to volunteer. Just look at what you're interested in, and I think that's important. Find something that you are interested in, and then go from there. It's really simple. Now, lastly, I want to get the point across that it does make a big difference. It may seem like a small amount. Maybe you volunteer 1 hour, one Saturday a month. But that makes a huge difference. You have no idea the difference it makes. In 2008 alone, 84,000 people volunteered just in the state of Florida. That's a large number of people. And that's just from one person volunteering here, one person volunteering here. It doesn't seem like much, but when you put it all together, it makes a big difference, and it's such a world of help. And in all of America, in the year of 2008, more than 61 million people volunteered. 61 million. And with those people combined, they banked a total of over 8 billion hours of service to America. 8 billion. So that's a large number. So that 1 hour that you did here, 1 hour there, it makes a difference. It all helps. It makes a big difference. So we know that volunteering makes a difference. We know that it can benefit you. It not only helps the people around you, the community that you're serving, but it can help you in your career, making your career choice, and moving there and getting that career in the future. Now you know that you can find a place to volunteer. It's not difficult. It's a simple process. Just call up your local animal shelter or hospital, go online, or join a big organization like the Red Cross. It's really simple. It's not hard to find a place to volunteer. And then lastly, we know that it does make a difference. Even if you can just volunteer once a month, one Saturday a month, that's 12 Saturdays a year, that helps. It makes a big difference. So I hope that I've opened your mind a little bit to more of the world of volunteering and hopefully motivated you to volunteer, maybe just one day this month. Find a day that you can volunteer, even if it's just for an hour. I hope that motivated you to do that. Thank you.